everyone. Happy Thursday. Happy PFO day. PFO night, I guess. We're hanging out. We're having fun. I have a guest behind the scenes hanging with me. And we got of course, our good buddy Vince here.
What's up, everyone?
Good internet. Looks like it. Maybe we'll hold our breath.
I went to laptop because I didn't even want to try it today.
There you go.
I just didn't feel like trying it today. And how are you doing, Josh?
I'm doing pretty well. It is it's my kickoff to my weekend because I don't work on Fridays usually.
You son of a gun. I'm very jealous of that.
My weekend. I'm ready for it, though. It's been a long week. I know you've been running around today. Probably a long week as well.
2.5 hours of airport picking up today. And I literally walked in the door 2 seconds ago.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. Dedicated. In the house. Welcome in. We got a lot of people joining us and hanging out with us today. So we got a lot of people to say what's up and hi to. So let's see what we got going on. Oh, I just saw this pop through though. Look at this. David hanging out for 28 months with us as a channel member.
David.
Thank you, David. And I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us. We got a couple other people that have been around. So got a lot going on, but let's see. Let's go all the way. Let me see if I can go all the way back here. Let's see who's all the way back at the beginning. And it was David, Travis, and Cross Saved here at the very early start. So thanks everyone for joining in. Velvet, welcome in as well. Gus, happy PFO day. I think Gus, didn't you just hit a milestone for yourself in that? I think you're going to do a giveaway and a live stream tomorrow night, so definitely check out Gus. And I think you hit your 1K, so congratulations on hitting that.
Oh, congrats. That's huge.
Yeah, look at this. Oh, some rain. We didn't get any rain today. No bad storms or anything, but I'm liking the weather starting to get a little better here in Florida, so I'm sure it's cooler already with you. But
actually, the last couple of days have been like in the mid 80s. Like it's been, and it's like that time of year you need a jacket in the morning, and then by the afternoon it's like 85. But we're gonna get a little cool down. I see rain in the future here too. So yeah, fall is around the corner for us for sure. And with fall comes NYCC, right?
Yeah, and we got a lot to talk about definitely tonight. Yeah. NYCC. Travis says he's ready. I want rain or snow soon. Wow. Already snow. Wow. You're going for it, Travis.
Just go right to it. Why not?
Let's go for it. So let's see who's else in the house. We got Ace hanging out with us. Happy PFO to all. Thank you, Ace. Carl's hanging out with us. Michelle, thank you for joining us. Pipsqueak Collectibles. Oh, here's a question. Did anyone else get their Stranger Things NFTs without protectors? Without protectors ordered. Oh man. I mean, I will say I haven't had any shipping issues, and I got a lot in recently, and I don't put protectors on all of them. I usually just do like the grails, and maybe if a legendary is really high value or royalty is really high value, I'll throw it on there. But usually all the other legendaries and ultras and stuff, I don't put it on there, and sometimes even the royalties. But they have done an excellent job in shipping over this last year. So, the improvements they made with that from, the start to changing how the boxes were done, adding foam, adding the sorters, only, packing so many at a time and all those kind of things. Now, I heard a lot of people also were waiting on their Stranger Things because sometimes, I don't know if all of them have shipped that had Erica involved in theirs as well too. So I heard some people like having to wait on that. I haven't checked what all has been shipped on mine.
I think we had this week has been shop for us, but I thought that I saw something from Drop upstairs.
Yeah.
I gotta double check. Adventure Time probably is sitting up there right now.
Brian, thank you for being a channel member as well. And look at this, Travis already gifting a channel member to someone that's well deserving of one. Jason, thank you. And Travis.
What a nice thing.
Yeah, and Evelyn has a good reminder for everyone. You need to hit that like button. So if you haven't done that, please do that tonight. Appreciate that. And Monster Pete, welcome in. Squirrel Girl is in here. Yeah, so a lot of people joining us tonight. We got, of course, a lot to talk about. I mean, I feel like Funko dropped like way more than just New York Comic Con this week too, because we got a lot of like Funko just everything. I feel like, right? Like there's so much more than just New York Comic Con. There was all kinds of other releases that seemed to happen this week, which is weird. Like you think, let's just focus on New York Comic Con and wait for some of those, but a lot of stuff's dropping.
I'll be honest, Josh, bring me up to speed.
We'll go through it, but I feel like a lot of stuff has been rumored too. Like,
you know what's really good? I didn't even get to look at all the NYCC stuff this week.
Okay.
Honestly, it's been that kind of week for me.
Good.
So, like, I was looking forward. I seen a lot of anime on there, but I'm looking forward to looking through this all together because honestly, some of it's going to be like first peek for me because it literally was unfortunately that kind of week this week.
So Ace will hint towards that, but I think that's one thing we saw is a little more of the limited piece pops, and we'll talk about some of those and some that were kind of surprising because they weren't all originally announced as limited pieces, but now you're seeing some numbers come out.
Yeah, and I think one of those is one of the ones that I wanted to get. That it sounds like that one's going to be impossible now.
I think this one too. Randy got in his mythic 2-pack, the Franny and Freddy Pop 2-pack. So the what are they? Paranormal Ops Patrol. So it's pretty cool that getting in. I think they should have done the mythic as like 2-packs. I think the 10 inches were a little much for the.
Yeah, I totally agree.
But I think 2-packs were okay. I was fine with that. So, oh yeah, I don't even think I captured these, but I did see a new whole wave of My Hero pops, which is crazy to see like more waves. I mean, they've been definitely going off on a lot of stuff. So it's pretty cool to see a lot of those going on. Also, they started to showcase. I think they're not just showing the whole month out; they're starting to show a little more in advance of some of the limited pops, and we'll get into that as well too tonight. But I'm glad you kind of haven't really dug into the New York Comic Con stuff because I like to get a first look. Like I've seen it. I bet a bunch of other people have seen it. It would be great to see what people are really excited about seeing.
Yeah, I really only got to see a handful, and it was very intermittent this week. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it. We get to have that first look together. Like I said, I've seen a couple, but
I think there's still more to come too. Like I think the general stuff is out, but I feel like with the theme of the whole event, like I haven't seen anything that fit the theme yet. The whole theme of the oddities and curiosities, like there's nothing out there yet that fit that theme. So will they have something? A Freddy, a Franny, a Proto, something like that fits the theme. They have anything else like I think they had. We'll see one thing they have that kind of fits the Funkoween stuff a little bit, but only a tiny bit. I think they still have. We haven't seen a pure Freddy announced yet, which is interesting for New York Comic Con. There's all like they had a great one last year.
One of the best ones in a while, really.
Yeah, the headless Freddy. So hopefully we'll see some of those kind of things, and we can get right into this because this is some good stuff. Definitely some good stuff. So, Curious and Oddies. I love the theme of this. So if you watch their video, the Freddy that's like the guy with glasses and that turns into this. I'm like, if they don't make this a pop, they are like losing out. And I know we've gotten skeleton pops before, but kind of like the top hat and maybe the glasses or monocle on and like the bone on like that looks awesome. New York Comic Con has done a great job with theming this year too. If you haven't checked out the merch for New York Comic Con, like the shirts and stuff, it's all like really Halloween like driven theme this year. Like not a ton of pizza rats and stuff like that. It's really like Halloween driven. So all the artwork and all the things like that with New York Comic Con have been some great.
Yeah, and you know, one thing that I kind of, you know, tell me if I missed it or not. I know they did Scare Fair, but I didn't feel like we got a lot. Usually they do like a July Halloween type thing, and they didn't really do a lot this year. It didn't feel like it, at least.
And we haven't also, one of the things that usually falls almost like last year, I think it fell on the week of New York Comic Con, was Scare Fair with Hot Topic. So I'm curious if we'll still get Scare Fair with Hot Topic, some of those, because they have some really good ones the last couple years for Scare Fair. I'd like to see that. I think Hot Topic has done well with those. I don't see a ton of those sitting around on shelves afterwards, you know, for weeks on end, months on end kind of thing. So I'm hoping we see a little more with that. I hope we see some kind of theme. It'd be great to get a mini box, you know, of stuff like 3 pops and that's it, or 2 pops or something like that'd be really cool. The Curiosity Oddities theme, and it's like 3 pops.
They really should capitalize on the horror stuff a little bit, because I mean, anime is great and, like, you know, great for them, and like I think some other lines do well. But man, I feel like the horror, they could definitely push a little bit more, because you get those people are crazy about the horror stuff, and this is a perfect time of year to capitalize on that for sure. I hope we get some kind of at-home box or something, but I don't have high hopes on that one.
I mean, it took them. It seemed like it was a while till we really got the information about Fun Day, so you never know.
No,
I mean, I don't think it would sell out, right? Like, I don't think, like, especially if they did like a myth line part of it, and like horror myth, like all that oddities, and like a Freddy or Franny and a Proto, but throw in some myth creatures as well too, and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure people would love to see. I mean, they could do another Bigfoot. I'm sure, for sure, on that one. I'm sure they come up with. It'd be cool. Like
another one. I don't mind having
Bigfoot, like a really like creepy, bloody, like Bigfoot that just killed someone kind of thing. Yeah, you know, like, let's go dark, let's go fun. But you never know what they're gonna do. But all right, so we'll start off with our first one here. We got some DC, I think heavy in the DC. We also have one of our first limited pieces here, only at 1,000 pieces too.
I know, man. The one when I seen this one get so I seen this one, and I'm like, okay, so this is for sure. And then I was looking at some of the other stuff, and I'm like, oh man, maybe this is. And then I realized, or I did see that this ended up being that limited piece, and it's a bummer for me because it's going to be very tough to get this one, because I think it was show only too. It didn't sound like they're sharing anything at home for this one.
You know, this is one of the lines, like, I know you're after the Batman animated series, and I like that one, but I've always gotten the Batman Beyond pops because they've been.
I've got them all, Josh. I got them all. Yeah. I got all the Batman Beyond pops.
Batman Beyond have been great. The one that came, you know, the Fugitive Toy, the OG one, is a great one, of course, you look at. But then you have the one that came in the DVD Blu-ray bundle kind of thing. That was a good one. I remember getting a couple of those. Like, I sold some of the Blu-ray, but we took it out because we wanted to watch also the episodes and everything like that. So some good stuff with that. I think those will be really fun. The other two, I mean, I don't need another different Batman. And what is that? Brainiac? Is that Brainiac? What's his name? I forget. Is that what his name is?
I do not recognize him at all.
But I don't really like. I don't need a regular, like, a different kind of. I don't know. Like, I like the Batman Beyond. I love that it's 1,000 pieces. I'm not a super big fan of the other Batman.
No, you know why, Jet? Like, for me, I don't think that, you know, it's nitpicky, but I don't think like NYCC or SDCC or any of the cons, like, I don't think we should get Batmans. What do you think of that? Now, unless like this Batman Beyond 1,000 piece. Okay, I love that. This is that's a perfect time to do it. You got to build the hype. This is a pop that I would love to get that I probably won't be able to, but I'm going to try. So that's fun. Another Batman. Like, I don't like getting Batman. I don't like seeing Spider-Man. I don't like seeing Stitches for like cons. That's all, because we get so much of that. I'd like to get something different or new or unique.
Well, you got to get ready for that then. Not ready, Vince? Because
are you about to show me a statue? Oh,
we got the mystery Batman. We got the mystery DC. So very similar to Huckleberry Hound they had at SDCC.
This I like though.
Another mystery.
This I think was, and I said this, I commented on Diss Trackers, one of the things. Yeah. This is what sodas should have been. This is what they should have done with sodas. They should have had lines like this where they did the chases are all the limited ones. You know what I'm saying? Like Batman's a whatever 3,000 piece, and then all the other ones could have been
100 piece flash. That's a 100 piece flash down there.
Fun, right?
Now these are also mimic of the original DC chases too, because they're all metallic.
Yep.
So interesting look. I know they've done these molds for. They did the mold for Joker, for example. Wasn't that a similar mold for that? What was it? 25 years of Funko, like the vault.
Oh, the metal tin.
I know. Yeah, the vault with the pin, and that did terrible. It just wasn't practical, the box and everything like that. It was a cool idea. I think they could have done a better job with the card. It was hard to take out the card and everything with it. I think it was a really cool idea. I think it was a little high of price point, but also they didn't have a chase to it too. If they had a chase to that, the vault thing, like imagine if these were in those vaults, like all the DC characters were like had that vault kind of look and everything. I think this is really cool. I think this will be fun. You'll be able to get it both in person and online. So it did show that. So that's nice, just like Huckleberry. I mean, I got really lucky with Huckleberry, so I'm hoping maybe I'll get really lucky with this box as well.
Yeah, this is now for me, this is, even though like we go back to the standard kind of molds, and I think it's cool that it's metallic. I like that they're doing like this is outside of the box type of thing, but it's not that far outside of the box. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this is just something fun. Like Huckleberry, I think was fun, but I think this hits a lot. It was
just colorway. Yeah, it was just a colorway with different characters.
But what I like is that it didn't, it's not like we're doing rewinds or going like way off script. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff that any kind of collector could get behind, which is going to just drive the demand up. It's not something so unique that it's kind of crazy unique. But I like it. I like that there's always that fun, that chance of chase. It's a little Thrilljoy, you know what I mean? But I think it's still fun. I'm glad that they're doing it.
But it's even I think it's even bigger than that because there's so many characters that you have a chance at. So there is no, the only way to collect all 6 is to really buy a ton of them, but also you're going to probably buy other ones, if you want to get all 6 of these. I'm curious what the box looks like. I'd like to see these. I can't wait to the video, where hopefully the social media team does unboxing. They did that with Huckleberry last time, and the clamshells and stuff like that to show off the clamshells. I hope they do that with one of these and open them up and show what's in it, because I'd like to see what the box looks like interior inside of this Funko Pop mystery, and then because the box could make a big difference too. How does it look? What style is it? What does it look like? All those kind of pieces play into that. But I think these will be fun. These will be sought after, definitely. What will 100-piece flash metallic go for? What kind of price do we think that's going to be going for?
$800.
Yeah.
I mean, legit. I think it's right out the gate. Yeah, you're talking. Flash is a little bit. Flash is a little
probably
bit more
better. They did Flash than Batman, right? As a 100-piece.
Oh, I think that. I'm glad they did. I think Flash is the perfect choice out of all these characters.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, no, I think this is great and it's fun. It's going to be exciting. Hopefully I can get one because Huckleberry struck out on, and the drop tomorrow. I hope I don't strike out on, but at some point I'm going to get something, and I hope it's at least one of these because I think this will be super fun for sure.
And Ace is saying he thinks the stand will say something like 15 years if it follows the same style as the clamshells. And they're not doing the chases in the clamshells, So this kind of makes sense too. You know, they had a chance to do the chases and clamshells, but you kind of see what the chase is in those. So this is a good way of doing those. I think it's going to be definitely some fun. I know none of us are going to New York Comic Con this year, just out of the budget range and time off and everything else with it. It's a hard time of year, but it's also just budget wise, man. New York Comic Con's gotten so expensive for hotels and everything else. Like a Disney trip is cheaper than going to New York Comic Con. It's crazy. Definitely some wildness. But speaking of like, this is heavy. Funny, I remember showing Shannon some of this, and she's like, "Man, it's heavy in DC Marvel." And I think it's the 15-year thing because we got our clamshells, our next set. They did tease they would have another set of clamshells. Interesting enough, I think they made a mistake on the middle one because Batman, the blue Batman, has a shared sticker. I don't think any of the clamshells are going to be shared, but who knows? Maybe they'll change that this year.
Maybe
they'll change it for New York Comic Con. Maybe they didn't sell as crazy or fast as they thought they would. And they're like what, $40 each? I don't think they're cheap.
That sounds right.
They're 2000.
If I had to put money on it, I think they'd probably just screwed up the clams. But you know, there's a chance that maybe they make some of the Batmans available.
I mean, that would be kind of cool to have a couple of the different ones available. 2010 pieces, though, pretty still limited. I'd like to get. I don't know if I would go after all these this year. Maybe it depends on like later on and whatnot, what they're going for or what's happening with them. I will say too, like if you don't pack these right, like you need to have someone you know that packs well, because I've seen people that had like a lot of damage issues with these because they are really soft plastic. They're not like super hard plastic. So you're almost having to pack these individually and then like wrapping them really nice and everything like that. But also it can't smush them at all because they'll damage pretty easy. Yeah. But I think it's fun. I wonder if these three will help make the other ones from San Diego Comic-Con more expensive. Do you think that?
No.
Do you think it'll help like drive like people that didn't get them? Maybe they get them at New York Comic-Con. They're realizing, why didn't I get them at San Diego Comic-Con? Or I need to go back and find them. Do you think people are gonna kind of like, you know, I guess it's like the miss out. It reminds me of like the One Piece statues, right? Like the first couple maybe you didn't get, but then later on you got them, and then you're like, I can't get the other ones. I have to go back now and buy them from someone on the aftermarket. So I wasn't.
Yeah, sure. The only thing that hesitates or holds me back from saying like maybe that like it's all DC. Yeah, I mean, if you got a completionist type of personality, I mean, which I kind of do. Yeah. But with the DC stuff, you know what? I don't know. What do you think of that? I don't even know I don't know if it will drive anything. For me, like this kind of stuff, like I'm a little bit different. When we have a chance to get something like this, I'm okay with just getting one limited piece like this. So I guess maybe I'm not the right kind of person to answer that question, but I don't know if it'll drive the price up on the other ones or not.
Yeah, I think you have some good ones. One of the things that you're looking at is, I mean, right now the values are like $90, $85. I did see clamshells going for less before, but they've kind of settled at about that price, like the $90, $80 range. I don't think anything too crazy. They're 2010 pieces. They're also a little more awkward to showcase. They're not as easy. They're not right how the clamshells are. They're not a fully flat bottom. I mean, you know, all those kind of like little things with them. So I think it makes it a little harder. And yeah, that's one of the things we didn't get is, of course, sodas. So we haven't seen any sodas. We got clamshells, we got mysteries, we got all kinds of other stuff, but no sodas for New York Comic Con at this point. So sad day. All right. More DC. I told you it's DC heavy.
Do you think these two will drive up the price of the last ones, Josh?
You know what?
I kind of hate that they do that. Like, I don't like this stuff.
You know what? The last ones I did grab on the online I think I grabbed those in the Huckleberry, like checked out. Like I saw them on there. I was like, I'm gonna grab them.
They're limited.
They're nothing crazy. They're limited. They're 2010 pieces. They are DC. I'm not sure the reasoning behind them.
No,
like why they're doing them for the 15 years of Pops, but they actually look pretty good when I got them in person. I will say that.
Yeah, I have not seen them, so I can't really comment on that. I mean, yeah, and we're getting a Superman too, which is kind of crazy. I think this is a great looking Superman. He kind of reminds me of Invincible a little bit.
The new movie from the new movie, is that what it's from? The Superman
is it?
Actually,
yeah, that logo.
I think with the style of the suit, I'm thinking.
Well, I'm looking at the logo in the upper right hand corner, and I think that is right.
Okay, yeah.
You guys can confirm it on that.
Yeah,
but mold looks
surprising
fantastic.
They didn't have that drop at San Diego Comic-Con, but the blueprint ones, I think they're very niche. I don't know, especially since I think Joker probably would be do better than Batgirl.
Yeah, for sure.
That. I mean, Joker has a lot of fans around it alone, so I think Batgirl is not going to be that of a hot commodity there.
No, and unfortunately I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot, and maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong once or twice before, but I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot of the blueprint Pops in general, because I feel
I hope this is it after the 15 kind of year.
Gosh, I do too, but man, I don't feel confident. I feel like we're going to be seeing some more. And like I said, I've been wrong before, but I feel like this might be the beginning, the second beginning of more of the blueprint, because they started doing that with some of the Star Wars stuff. Did they not? I feel like we got some Star Wars blueprint Pops too. Am I dreaming that? I could be dreaming that. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought.
Didn't we get an R2?
Yeah, we saw the R2 and the
right
the droid,
or something.
It's just all the droids, which is weird. Yeah. The droids are the decision of it.
Like the droids, I can kind of understand though, like that. Okay, blueprints, droids, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But DC, what? I mean, what? I don't get.
All right, we got some Marvel dropping here. We got some X-Men, and we got
is that Null?
So
is that Null on the left picture, right side?
I think so.
And are these going to be 2-packs?
So no, they're individuals.
Okay, good.
Yeah, they're individuals. Now the 2 X-Men ones is Nimrod and Havoc. They will be limited. So Nimrod and Havoc. I have another slide, I think, that with the numbers on them.
Oh, they are? Okay, that's cool.
But those 2 are going to be limited. The 2 other Marvel ones will not be limited. I believe they'll just be regular drop. But it's kind of cool to see. I want to see some of the, like, I wish we got more of the box art so far. We haven't really, because I always like to see how they're doing the boxes, what style, what kind of part. But yeah. So
yeah, Null is a must for me.
Yeah.
The spider dude is, I'm sure, very cool. John would be chiming in right now with a very cool variant in a one-off comic book at some point in time. The 2 X-Men, like Nimrod is fantastic.
Yeah.
I kind of remember him from the I do remember him from the 97 cartoon.
Yeah.
But I don't. He doesn't look familiar enough to me that I'm super excited by the X-Men stuff yet. And maybe that's just
I remember having a lot more than
these
Nimrod.
might be a couple of those Pops that, like, right now it's like, oh, those are okay, those are kind of cool. But X-Men start coming into the MCU and we start to learn more about characters. These might be ones that we're picking up, a couple years from now when things start to make a little bit more sense. For me on this page, Null is 100%. Null is a super cool character.
Yeah.
Very Venom universe related. That's like a definite for me.
And it looks really cool.
My first definite, other than the limited piece that I probably won't be able to get, of the Batman Beyond.
Yeah, it's kind of a Bedlam is Eddie Brock, I believe. Maybe some kind of Venom variant.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, and that makes sense. You kind of see like the extra
it's why
in there.
Yeah, it makes sense with Null over here.
Yeah, those two together, and then these two, Havoc and Nimrod, like I said, are limited, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out with them being like that. So Marvel, DC, we got our superheroes going on.
Finally, we got the Star Wars. John told me, listen, I'm just going to tell everybody. John already told me he loves this Star Wars pop. He is finally excited to get good Star Wars pop. I believe that's exactly, I think I took his words word for word, that he cannot wait for this. He wants 5 of them minimally, and he is very excited and happy. This is what they chose to do for NYCC.
Yeah.
You're
He would
welcome.
have been on the stream talking about it all night, how happy he was that they finally made a pink Lothcat diamond. I mean, that was like every episode of Rebels, you saw a pink Lothcat diamond running around. So excited.
I'll be honest. Listen, I honestly think that John probably hates this. I kind of like it. I think this is okay for like a, it sucks because we haven't got like a ton of really good
we need a flocked Lothcat. Just make a fun, regular looking Lothcat that's flocked. Like,
well, don't they glitter a little bit? Aren't they like why am I thinking like snowy and like glittery?
Well, yeah, some of them are like, and they're different. Like they're dark. I don't remember any pink ones at all. Like I could be wrong because I know there are other colors and things like that. I think it's just like they could have made the Lothcat a little, definitely something better. But
yeah, I mean, for sure. And like I said, I think this, like, I'm not super excited. If we're gonna get a Star Wars pop, this is not my first choice. But again, I don't hate it because I think it's kind of fun. It might be in a Rebels box. Like I'd like to see the box too. It's weird that we're talking the box art, but it is important when it comes to Funko Pops.
Yeah, is it in a Rebels box?
Is it in a Rebels box? Because now, okay, finally, let's get some more Rebel stuff. That I don't care if it's a Lothcat.
So there's 2 different like Lothcats I've seen. So they have the one with Ezra that's white. So that's the one you're thinking.
That's the one I'm remembering.
And it comes in the pop it's an Amazon exclusive.
You're right. It's got the little one next to it.
But if you look at like the Lothcat from the actual like show, it's more looking almost like leopard color. Like whiter like bottom, and then like the kind of like a leopard skin, like I don't know, brown, yellowish, kind of black, dark brown, light brown, stuff like that. When you see Rebels, that's what I think of with a Lothcat. So either the one that follows him around that's white, or the other one that you see. I don't remember a pink one, but I could be wrong.
Lothcats in the Ahsoka series? Why am I remembering Sabine being my one?
They might, and they might have had one. Yeah, I could see it. I mean, she was connected to it, so she has like a connection. But it's brown. It's not pink. I don't think any of them are pink.
That's maybe a good point. Maybe it's breast cancer awareness. I mean, it could be. October is
now.
If
it came in a box like that, it would make a big difference, right? Like if we knew that that's what it was for, it'd be totally different. So totally different. The penguin, this is our second penguin, right? We got one already. I don't know though.
I was gonna, what, Josh? I was relying on you. I was gonna ask you about this because I seen a couple people very excited for it. I have no clue about this penguin. I seen the penguin, but I don't know what it's all about.
The penguin in what is he? And he was San Diego Comic-Con, right? Like they had this one. They had a different version of him. Pingo, I think.
That sounds right. I
just don't know anything about it. Like I don't
either.
Not my thing. I was gonna see if I could see anything on him.
I mean, I love the penguin.
Like a kid's book is from cartoon. I think it's from a cartoon, but maybe it's not something we grew up with. Maybe it's like that weird thing where our kids didn't know about it too, so we just missed it. But Pengo, the iReady penguin, is he part of iReady? Is he really like the iReady? Like my mom teaches elementary school, so I know what iReady is. So, but Pingu is this penguin. It's kind of like Shaun the Sheep and stuff, I guess. If it's Pengu, It's like claymation artwork kind of thing. Okay. I just don't. It's a kids series produced in Switzerland, by the way. All right.
Well, I'm gonna have to look some of that up.
I've never seen it. I'm surprised I've never seen it, but I've seen. It's similar to like Wallace and Gromit claymation style.
Okay, yeah, I could picture it, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
Ace says he only knows it from a meme. That's what happens sometimes. You only know things from a meme. Like that.
Isn't it like groundbreaking when you actually find out that like that meme came from something else? It wasn't
like
just originated as a meme.
It wasn't a meme. It was actually like a very cute child story, like kids cartoon or something like that. Or maybe he's really rude and raunchy. So who knows? All right. So what? We'll wait for the one on the right there, Vince, because I know you're down with the Motu. How about with the Gary V? The Gary V friends, Jack-o'-lantern again.
Yeah.
Why do these again? Why? I mean, it's a mold that's already made. Probably why.
Yeah, that's definitely why. And
they'll have them at their booth. I guarantee they'll have them at the Free V Friends booth again too, like they did last year. Remember, they had the other one. They had so many of them at the V Friends booth, and then people have to go see Gary and get them signed. I think he buys these probably and then gets them made. I don't know. I find it interesting. I got the other one from last year.
I do too. That was actually my favorite pop. Yeah, I loved that OG one, but that one was so good. I felt like there should have never been. There didn't need to ever be another one. So
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't get like. Are they just also? Can you get one of each, or is it going to be unknown what one you're going to get? That would be curious too. I haven't seen
like if it was a chase.
Like it'd be kind of cool if the metallic one was more limited to the chase, or you just buy the two. Like then that's like all right. I guess I don't know. So we have our friend Orko here. I do love Orko from Masters of the Universe. But what do you think of the facet?
Actually, so let me say, because I see my Motu people in here, and I'm sorry, I don't like this at all. Like listen, I don't like this at all. And let me tell you why. There's multiple reasons. One, we got an Orko. The Orko is fantastic. I wouldn't even mind a different Orko. What do you think of that? I wouldn't mind a metallic Orko. Flock his hat. I don't care. You could have done anything. Make a glow in the dark Orko. Not a facet Orko. Facet is the only thing I do not want. I did not like She-Ra. I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't even like saying that out loud because I don't like saying
it looks better in person than it was online. I will say that. I know I bought a couple because I got them at really good prices, and I sold one to Brian, and Brian was kind of skeptical on getting it. He's a Motu collector like you, and then he was like, I don't know. And I was like, it looks good. Once you get it in person, it looks better than the glam.
Yep. For me, I just don't like
idea of it.
Really, for me, listen, this sounds okay. I know I'm a grown man. I'm gonna talk about toys for 2 seconds. I apologize, but listen, I want my characters to kind of look like the character. And I want it to kind of make sense. I can't get behind a faceted She-Ra. I can't get behind a faceted Orko. And I'm not trying to like push my agenda on anybody. If you guys love the facet, I have no issue at all. Like it's fine. It's just one, the She-Ra, was also in the Princess of Power box, which again, I don't want to go down the Princess of Power line. It's right. I want to stick to the Masters of the Universe and the Master of the Universe stuff. So that was one reason I didn't get it. And it was an easy pass for me because it was facet. Orko, I love him as a character. I would love to see something different.
So
in this mold, actually, is that different?
So what would have been really cool? There's another one. It's called Revolutions, I believe. Motu Revolutions. Have you seen?
Revelations.
Yeah. Have you seen that?
Yes, I've seen every.
So it's very much more of a darker Orko. Like he's kind of like it looks like a little different than the original one. Like if you see some of the artwork I've seen before for him. Like I've seen Orko like more like a dark, like I don't know, like the character just seems a little darker how they set him up instead of some of the like Kitty like he was for, of course, Motu. I've seen him where he's I don't know.
Yeah, he took on a more like serious role where he was more comic relief for the most part in the cartoon. Yeah. And that's what I was just looking at, and that's what I finally found my Orko over there. It's the exact same mold as the OG one. So
here we go. Mondo actually made one. Ooh, let's see what Mondo. All right, so if they did what Mondo made, let me share this. All right, let me share this screen. Let's see if I can share this.
Look at the that they did, or look at the Battle Cat.
All right, here is the Mondo. Look at this. That's the Mondo one.
Yeah, he looks like bad news there.
That would have been awesome. That's a 1/6 scale Orko with extra features from Mondo. So they've
got some crazy stuff though.
If they did something like that as a Funko Pop, like look at just how he looks. Like all the they set him up in all these different poses and stuff with the other ones they have, but just how he looks is so much. They need to do one like that. I'd be impressed if they did that. I mean, their Mondo had it. They sold it last summer. So why not make it for Funko? I mean, if Mondo has it, Funko works with licensing with Mondo. Just make this happen.
Like I said, I for me, they could have just done a glow in the dark, and that would have been kind of cool. I don't like, like what I was just talking about with the blueprint pops. Like, I don't like when they start going down these whole, because now what do? You got to be and you know what? Maybe it's good if people really like the facet. Like now, you could collect the whole facet line of Masters of the Universe. It seems very niche. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna find that one person that really likes Facet and really likes Motu, and I get the people that want to just have everything. Listen, I'm like that with. I'll give the example like Marvin the Martian. If they did a Facet Marvin the Martian, I would not unfortunately, I would buy it and I would enjoy it because I got all kinds of crazy stuff with like. Look at this. I got like a Tiki Marvin the Martian. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like they could have done a Tiki Orko and I probably would have taken it, but Facet, I'm just, I can't get behind it. I just can't endorse that. And like I said, with the V Friends, just to kind of finish on that, it was an amazing, amazing mold. They did the limited piece. I loved it. Now you bring out two of the exact same. Gary V knows.
And they're just spray painted.
That's what I'm saying. Now, when we talked about bringing the value of the other one up, I actually feel like it's going to bring the value down for the one from last year when you get something like this, because these aren't bad. These are cool. They're fun. It's just, I don't know. I just really liked the one we got last year, and the last year one was metallic as well. It just was the full color metallic. Yeah. So I don't know. Like this whole page is a little bit of a bummer for me because the ones on the left are a repeat and Facet's just, unfortunately for me, always going to be
so many characters for V Friends. They could have done something else. So
that's what I thought they would. I thought for sure
it would have been great.
Get, like something unique each year. They have other, like if they want to stick with a Halloweenish theme, they've got so many characters that they could have pulled from. They got their black cat that is like a huge mascot for them. Why not do that for a NYCC pop?
Yeah.
Why redo these? I don't know. I don't know what the theory behind that is.
The jack-o'-lantern right now, I just looked up. It's going for $90. There was only 1,000 produced. I thought it was more for some reason, but I got it.
The first one was only 1,000 pieces.
1,000 pieces, and I remember getting it. So
I got it too.
And I got it for a decent deal. I think I got it for like maybe $60 or something like that.
I bought two. I got around that much, and I gave one to a friend of ours, and then I kept the other one, and I love it.
Really, the height of it was maybe like 115 and 100. I'm sure there's some like autograph ones out there and stuff. People have sold them anywhere from $60 to $100 lately, but 1,000 pieces. I don't, and it's such a better mold. Like the colors on it and everything. I don't think these will be as hot, just because they're a repeat and the mold was so much better. The colors were so much better on the original one.
Yeah, I agree. And yes, 100%. I would love for them to do everything that's on this page, redo. Give me a brand new V Friends that we get, and give me a brand new Masters of the Universe. Like I seen it mentioned many times in the comments, Tila, how we still don't have. Like I feel like it's almost like a joke, like it's an
And I
inside
feel
joke
like
at this point.
to make it faceted like this, don't you have to make a new mold? Like to make
Probably.
the style, I would think you would have to make a new mold. So they're already spending the money on the mold. These two, no, they're just
Yeah, those are just repaints.
It's a repaint. 1,000. They're gonna have it at the V Friends booth, so it's gonna get people over the V Friends booth, I guarantee. Because
sure.
you know, if they had it last year, it was 1,000, and they had them at the V Friends booth. This other one's what, 3,000 and another 1,000 piece. Yeah, they're gonna be there. Next up, we have. Oh, these were the limited numbers. So the limited numbers. Let's see if I can make this big real quick for us. So I believe they're like it was like 3,000 or something like that for like Nimrod, that right? 4,000. One was 4,000. Nimrod was 4,000. Havoc was 3,000. You know, Batman Beyond's 1,000. Orko's only 3,000 too.
Yeah,
so they
I think they made 3,000 too many of that one personally, but
and then we'll have a My Melody we'll show later. That fits the Halloween theme though. Like that's a themed one, a limited one. So that is our only. And Pingu is actually limited as well at 5,000 pieces. So we have a lot of limited pops, I will say, for the con though. This is probably like the most limited pops we've had for a con in a long time, because we have also the blueprints, we have the clamshells, we have the mystery box one now. So we have a lot of limited stuff. So definitely.
I like that they're pushing those. They got the drop tomorrow too, another DC drop tomorrow, and they did the one last week that sold out pretty crazily fast. I like that keep that coming. I think that's great. It's what they should be doing for NYCC too. There should be a good amount of limited stuff. And I know somebody said it earlier. Are these two X-Men actually going to be limited? They had that Onslaught that was supposed to be limited. And I feel like there was another one that
Batman as real Batman.
That's right. Yeah.
But you know what? And that never dropped on the site. And I think it was limited. They just didn't have it printed on the box, because that has never dropped on the site, and that has held its value. And I haven't seen that many. Like I picked up one, I think, from maybe Fugitive at one time. I got it. And I have not seen that many of them, and I have not seen it drop in value. But these all have it on the box. The Glam Shot showed the box with them.
That's true.
I think they'll stick with it. Now we have our 3-pack. We need a 3-pack of Powerpuff Girls. I
actually think everything on this page is pretty good.
It's good. I think it's a good 3-pack. I'm not going after it. It's not my thing.
No, but for Powerpuff Girls, and it fits the theme. Again, this makes sense. I'm pretty sure they had an episode at some point too that was Halloween themed anyway, so it probably falls in line. I think it's very cool. And honestly, the Five Nights at Freddy, that's actually cool.
And Five Nights at Freddy, I can tell you right now, Vince. So we went to Halloween Horror Nights. Five Nights at Freddy.
Yeah, I've watched some videos on that.
It was a great house. First off, they also did the theming in the pizza place. So there's a pizza place that's in New York kind of area. Looked like almost inside. And we've been there in Halloween Horror Nights because it's a cool place to sit and chill. And they had the freestyle machines. We can fill up our drinks and hang out and stuff like that for a little while when we get off our feet. It's usually never busy in there. It was packed because they made it the Five Nights at Freddy theme, and they had the pizza with spaghetti on it, the cupcake that was the cupcake, and they had a Egg McMuffin type sandwich thing. I guess that has something to do with one of the episodes my son was saying. But the house was great. Also, the merch is selling like crazy. We wanted to get the cups that look like the pizza cups. they're gone. We look online, they are selling for like $90 for 2 cups. That just are like plastic Pizza Hut looking pizza place cups. We're hoping they restock. We can go out there. My son wanted the lanyard too, like the retractable lanyard thing. He wanted the ID pass thing because we keep usually our passes in those. It was gone as well too. Like and we went like the 2nd or 3rd week of Halloween Horror Nights, and it was already sold out and gone. So hoping they restock some. I don't know why they wouldn't, but that merch is go crazy, and they did a really good job with theming of it. So definitely a hot one. This one would have been cool as a limited one as well.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think that they know that they can sell a good amount of these because, like I said, it's not like I'm not a Five Nights at Freddy like collector per se, but I like cool pops that are super unique, and this fits both of those criteria. I think it's super cool, unique. It's a NYCC thing. Like this, I'm all about. Like this is what I like. This is like a perfect comp pop. Like there's those things that kind of cross over. If you're a Funko Pop collector, like sometimes you find those pops that fall right into your wheelhouse. This is outside of that, but like it's just so cool that like this is one I definitely want to pick up.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, we have
oh my god, I said Sonic at the beginning. What didn't I? I jinxed this whole darn thing.
So we got our Sonic here. Sonic. I don't know why Sonic has a sword. I don't remember what game it's from where he gets a sword like this.
They went pretty Sonic crazy, man.
Or maybe it's Sonic and it looks like a Sonic He-Man mashup almost. But they might as well. They mashed up everything else with He-Man at one point, it seems like now. But Danny Phantom looks cool. We don't get or Ben 10, I meant. Ben 10 looks cool, but we don't get a ton of Ben 10 stuff. So it's nice to see some of that come back as a con. I think it's a perfect con related one, especially if you're only going to like trickle out like maybe one every con. It kind of reminds me of Scott Pilgrim, like one every con kind of happens.
They did actually it was the year I remember it was shared with Walmart because I remember going and getting the Ben 10 from Walmart. I can't remember which one. Swampfire. I think it was Swampfire if I remember correct.
Yeah, I think I remember.
And I love that pop. I actually really like Ben 10. They took a couple year break though, because this was probably 2 or 3 years ago at this point. And
I don't think they've went. I mean, they did soda. They did sodas for a little while with Ben 10.
Yeah, we only got. I think we only got 2 of the characters. And
2 of the characters, yeah. So hopefully we'll see some more come out. But it's kind of cool that we're starting to see some of the stuff pop up. There's a lot to do. Like Ben 10 has a lot of aliens they can do with Ben 10. So it'll be interesting to see how they play it out. Sonic,
I think he does 10 different characters, no?
Well, but also like there's a lot of characters within that too as well.
Oh no, yeah, I'm talking just Ben.
Yeah, just Ben himself, but then all the other characters that are part of it, there's a ton of different stuff you can do. So I know they made a bunch of different, like, I think action figures and stuff, but there's so many more than that. I believe that I don't remember if he can transform into more than beyond the 10 at some point too. Who knows? Because isn't there other people that start helping him and everything?
Well, he's got isn't it his sister and his uncle? I'm vaguely like I remember the show. I just can't remember exactly. I think it was his uncle and his sister, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. So, do we ever get a just regular Ben 10 too? I think we did at one point.
I think Hunter's saying yes.
Yeah, I was like, did we just get a regular?
We might have got Ben this year. Yeah,
Ben, like that's it. We just need a Ben. But Sonic, I don't know if I need that. I don't need this Sonic.
No,
I don't feel like.
No, you know what? Like we got to this point in the Sonic line now, and it kind of like you hit this point with some of the pops. You hit where now I'm only collecting like ones that I have a strong. Like I was trying to get.
You need a connection to.
And now it's like, okay, I can't get one with the sword and the werewolf one and this one and that one and the 6 of the supersonics and the 8 of the, like, now it's like, now I'm at the point where I got to get really just the ones I really, really love. And I don't have a connection to him as a knight or with a sword. So yeah, this would be a pass, most likely.
So I'll show another Sonic in a little bit that is definitely a must have, I think, for me. But we got our Sanrio or My Melodies. These fit the theme, at least. Like, these are like one of the few things that fit the theme. We get a couple things that fit the theme. I mean, it's not really, it fits, like, I guess, Halloween. It doesn't fit oddities and curiosities, but it fits Halloween. But I think these will do well, especially the one being limited. I think I said 5,000 pieces for that, or 3,000. I don't remember. 5,000, 3,000, something like that. But I think these will do well.
Yeah, because we don't, I'm thinking about it. Like, we've got the Looney Tunes, which in years past we got the McNuggets. With the
McNuggets with the pails were great.
Pails was fantastic. Garfield was fun with the cauldron a couple of years back. We didn't get I mean, so far, I mean, I don't know if we got a lot left.
I don't remember ever a Halloween version of Sanrio, so I think good.
Yeah, these are fun.
All right.
That's
so you are a One Piece expert. So I say these molds are both amazing.
Holy smokes! Yeah,
I know the one is definitely going to be like much. How big is this thing going to be? Like the ride is just awkward looking, so it has to be huge. It has to be bigger than a normal ride situation, I'm guessing. Will it be bigger than the boats, or what's going on with like, we need to see these. Did someone have them? Let me see it. I thought I saw someone post. Maybe it was Diss Trackers or someone else.
I'm guessing they're boat sized, like, that size.
All right. So it looks like, it's a little different, actually. It's a ride, but here, let me share this screen. This is interesting. I thought it would just be. So look at the style, how that is. The brook. It's very different though than the boat size, because it's taller and it's going to be awkward. You're not going to have a protector for it, probably. It's going to be
probably not. I mean, it looks kind of, what it might be similar to, they did the Masters of the Universe a little while back, where he was on the they had He-Man on the Battle Cat, and actually I think they did a Skeletor on
they did. I think one was a Target Con one.
It could be that size, which is not like it's not crazy big. And the other one just looks like a 6-inch, more or less.
Yeah, so, Rob looks like a 6-inch. Brooke definitely looks like an awkward box. Definitely awkward box. And then
that the only thing that sucks, I can't go after these big ones, unfortunately. No. I've got the pirate ship from, I think, the Whitebeard one. And if they come out with another ship, like, I might try to get another ship, but I mean, I got to draw the line somewhere, even though these are amazing.
Brooke would be cool out of box. So if you took that shark with Shark Submarine, right? The Shark Submerge. So it looks like a shark boat there. Going on.
I love it. Yeah, it's great.
We got, so always good on the anime here, because we got some more anime here. The Tashi is crazy looking. That mold looks amazing. The other mold looked amazing from last time. I can't I'm not into it, and I can't buy these because they're huge.
They're huge. Like the Susano ones are amazing. Like, there's so many good Naruto, like, oversized. Like, it's crazy how good they are. But, like, where do you put all these?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta have like a house dedicated to these pops, because they're big. There's a lot of big ones.
So with the other one, Sakura, we have some other. I think we have maybe one other pop with her. So this is a very different kind of style one.
This is hard because there's a lot of Naruto.
So, but interesting, they only have one other of her. So it is, and it's very different than the one that they have. So I think it might do well. It might do all right. And I don't know how crazy the fans will go for it, but it will. I think that Itachi one is awesome though. Like that mold is amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then we have Yu-Gi-Oh, which that mold looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh at all, but there's definitely some fun ones.
But it's Dark Paladin. That's the name of the character. And then of course we have our Pokemon 10-inch we need for every con, which is cool. I mean,
yeah,
hey,
I think it's fine.
At least that's a place you can sell it, and it usually sells. I don't know who it's shared with yet. I think I have that photo coming up here in a little bit, but you know, having some regular one. It dropped in a normal size box, but it says it just says plus, so maybe he is. Maybe it just looks. That'd be cool if this one is in a normal size box.
Oh, I hope so.
It definitely get them. It says Pop Plus, so that doesn't mean it's
it just might mean it's more.
It just means it's just a little more, costs a little more, and then it has usually the shiny outline, holographic kind of outlines to it.
Yeah,
which would be cool. That wouldn't be bad.
I hope that's the case, because then that is on my list,
and I think that one will sell well if that's the case too.
Yep.
All right, so I don't know if this will show. You can see the biddies. The biddies are after the Funkoween biddies. So the Funkoween we just got, the Pop, the Paranormal Ops Patrol, and then the little haunted.
Okay, that's cool.
It doesn't show the Freddy, but the haunted thing, but it like the haunted thing that possessed the Freddy. It looks
wraps
like
around them.
Yeah, that wraps around them. I think that that fits the theme at least. For New York Comic Con and what's going on for Halloween and that kind of thing. So I don't think it's limited this time. I didn't see a LE number on the box for that. But it's a cool little, I'll probably pick these up. I like picking up the con ones. I don't think I'll pick up the Biddy Cities though.
What do we got? What Biddy Cities are these?
It looks like a food truck. Yeah. I don't know if these are they. I feel like it's just more of the kind of the similar stuff that they did for San Diego Comic-Con, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know if there's anything really that drastically different with these. I don't know. For me, yeah, the one is New York edition, and it's a land starter. It has it looks like almost like a city hall, and then a little mayor guy with it. And then the other one is a Funko fire truck. I thought it was a food truck.
Oh, that's
cool. It has a Fire Captain Franny. Fire Captain Franny. I thought it was a food truck at first.
Oh, that's kind of. I mean, that's cool.
You know,
I don't know if I'll get them either, but I mean, that's cool.
If you're into the Biddy cities, you want to create your little city, and it's a New York Comic Con one. Hey, go for it.
Yeah, those are cool. I mean, I think that's good. Are they limited? I don't know. Yeah, well, you don't know. We don't know.
Yeah,
I would say don't limit those.
I don't see any LE number on them.
I don't think they should do those limited. Sell as many as you can of that stuff.
I thought the little Pop Patrol biddies might be limited. I think those would have been, but it'll be pretty easy to grab those probably online. So if you want to grab them, if they're not limited, it'll be easy to get.
Yeah, if they're not limited for sure.
So just grab them on the Funko Shop drop.
Yep.
All right. This is a Pop Flare.
Ridiculous.
You got to get your Pop Flare going on here. Here, let me make this a little bigger for you. How do they do away Pop Digital, but they can create Pop Flare to put on the side of your box? Like, really, that's all this does is sit on your box. There's like a pigeon in it, and these are limited for New York Comic Con. I believe it might be even limited for the con itself. It doesn't have a LE number on it, but I don't know. It's just
you know what, Josh, when I see stuff like this is like just a head scratcher for me. Like, why? Like,
who asked for this? Like, who said I need a pigeon sitting on a side of a building to go on the side of my pop?
I mean, I don't know. Like,
I don't remember anyone asking for these, though.
No.
I have never heard fans say we really need something that sits on the corner of our box that we stack on top of each other usually, and can have a little pigeon maybe going to the bathroom. There. I don't know.
Well, that would be unsavory. You know, I always, I don't know, like, it's so weird when we see stuff like this. Like, there's a part of me that feels bad, like, kind of dissing it, because I know that somebody probably worked on this and they're probably tasked with coming up with something that they could try to sell. And maybe the next big thing they see, like, adding flair to like other things like backpacks and all this stuff. And I think they tried to hit on that kind of thing. These are just some of those things, though, that I don't really think they understand their collector enough.
They're not collectibles. These are
not collectibles.
These are things you can have at Five Below.
Would never put something on. You know, you like, said the same thing. Most people stack them.
They make sense. They're like pop keychains, Five Below, whatever. Like, they're not and maybe because it's the first one, they wanted to introduce it as a con. Like, maybe that's why they wanted to do it as a con exclusive, and these will just, or maybe it's a one-off
thing. Like, they're going to do once and never see it again.
No, we're gonna see a lot. We're gonna see a lot of these.
We're gonna see a lot of
we won't see any more pop digitals, but we'll see a lot of pop flair, I'm thinking, in the next year. But so I'm gonna bring this up a little bigger here. So lots of different things here. Funko Shop is up top here pretty much. So you got your got a good amount of stuff that's Funko Shop, you know, con related. You got only a few things show, like the clam shells. The Pop Flare, some reason, is show. Orca is show. The My Melody, the Melody is show. Of course, V Friends is show. A lot of stuff, though. I like that you're seeing the mystery box. I'm glad the mystery boxes is not just show only. I'm glad to see some of the 2 X-Men aren't show only, you know, those kind of things. So you're going to see a good amount of stuff that's shared. And we got like boxed lunch. And
is it just me, or is this not like a huge? This is not a huge catalog.
It's not a crazy catalog. That's why I'm wondering if we'll still see a little more. I don't know.
No, I doubt it. I feel like this is going to be it, but man, it's not a very big.
Not as diverse too. Like, there's a good amount of stuff.
You're right.
One thing we didn't see is the one Hello Kitty is also with a bag. There is a pop in a bag. I don't think I showed that pop, but it's a pop in a bag kind of combo for Hello Kitty. The going on GameStop, Target, Hot Topic, Walmart, Box Lunch, and Amazon. Amazon's going to have the big boy for Pokemon. I'm surprised, but interesting. I think it'll be all right. So
Amazon is
everyone else
those big pops.
All right, what would you rate this out of 10? 10 being the best, 1 being for the last several New York Comic Cons. What would you rate this one?
Okay,
several.
Compared to the last several, I'm probably giving this like around a 6.
Okay.
Close to a 5, to be honest with you. It's middle of the road for me. Little bit too DC heavy. Let me give you the highlights. Null is a must for me.
Okay.
The X-Men's are a maybe for me. Other than that, like the only like the V Friends, I would definitely be something I got if I was at the show. I tried to do that. Not really interested in. No, I don't think I'm really interested in anything else other than the Pop Surprise. I will definitely try to get one, at least one of those. But yeah, I would be like, I'm right in the middle of the road. I'm probably really tending more to be at a 5. It's just like not diverse enough and just a lot of repeats, really. A lot of repeats from not that long ago.
So Ace says 8 out of 10 because there's 8 things he wants. So
hey, that's you know what? That's good. That I'm glad that somebody. I hope that there's a lot of people that would give this a 7, 8, or a 9. You know what I mean?
3. Look, I'm getting people 3, and it just depends on your fandom too. I will say that like some people might be really excited about 1 or 2 or 5 things or whatever. Definitely, I wonder if they'll sell a bundle for this one. I don't feel like I don't know how many people are going to go after a bundle. I guess
people will.
People would go after a bundle. I just don't. There's a lot of people. Yeah, we got like 3, got a 5.5. I'm closer to David, like 5.5, maybe 6.
Yeah,
it's not terrible. There are several good things, but look, Hunter's saying 9 out of 10. So
good.
like it is. It's
Good.
about what you collect. I'm not a heavy DC collector. I do like some of my DC, so I definitely would be grabbing, some of the stuff. Batman Beyond, I want to try to go after at some point. I would like to get. I might want to get the clamshells to go with my other clamshells. I do have the other clamshells. Funko shop related, probably maybe the 2 X-Men and then the Pop, the surprise mystery DC, just because I want to chance it, whatever it is.
Yeah, the Pop mystery DC, and really, I like the Marvel stuff out of this one, which I'm happy that it's like something that I would actually null. I think is very unique. We've never had a null, which I think that's amazing. Another variant of a Spider-Man type character. I understand is probably a variant of Venom, which we have almost as many variants of Venoms as we do Spider-Man. So like maybe that's not super unique. I like all the X-Men stuff. I think that that's going to come down the road a little bit still. But good anime. Like, yeah, it's like it's right in the middle of the road for me. It's like a 5 out of 10. It's just not anything. It's nothing crazy. But I think that that's okay. Honestly, for me, that's okay. I like that there's only a couple things.
I feel like San Diego Comic-Con was about similar for me too. Like very similar.
San Diego was way worse for me. Like
I think
there
it was
nothing for me in that one.
There wasn't very much. It was just like I feel like for Funko Online, like I'll actually buy more this time than last time.
Josh, I'm with you, and like I didn't list a lot of stuff off, but this is way better. If I'm rating this versus SDCC, I like this way better. And again, catalog is not huge. It's very DC heavy too, and really that's it, man. You take all the DC out, there's not a lot in there really.
Steven, appreciate you. Thank you so much for being a channel member. 31 months. Let's go. Let's go. Look at this, Susan. Oh, 2 or a 1.5.
Hey,
man. You know what? I think it's going to be, people are going to get, and you know what? I actually like that about a con, though. I don't want to feel like I have to buy everything. I don't mind if I buy 4 or 5 things and maybe try to go after something from the show. Like, I want to get something from the show, like I want to go after this one thing. Like if I went after one thing from the show, it'd probably be Batman Beyond. Like
100%.
The rest, I could be, if I saw the clamshells for a decent deal, I might just go after them. And those are more for nostalgia and also holding on, because I think those are going to be like down the road, the weird ones that everyone will forget all about, those kind of things. So,
yeah, I mean, honestly, I wish the V Friends stuff. Oh, thanks, Charles.
Yeah, thank you.
I wish the V Friends stuff was a little bit. I wish that would have been different, because that would. I think the Batman Beyond is actually going to be kind of hard to get because it's so limited. I think it's going to get crazy expensive trying, because just like you and me, like we like to go that weekend of or NYCC or SDCC and go on Whatnot, try to find those deals, because Batman Beyond is going to probably hold the most attention for people. I feel like that's going to be the one that's unfortunately
like
most
other than maybe the con sticker, like the One Piece con stickers, I think they'll go high.
Yeah, those
maybe
will definitely
3,000. Like the limited pieces will go decent. I don't really think the V-Friends, the one V-Friend does say only at booth, the gold one. So it's only at their booth. So they're
Okay,
both
that
going
makes
to
sense.
be on there. I think that one will kind of be like crazy to get just because it's at V-Friends booth. So it's a completely different.
And I might try to pick up the silver one.
But
Maybe.
you never know. I think it depends on how things go and pricing. And sometimes it's like I'll play the like hold game to see if I want to like sell it later on or something like that. I
Yeah.
don't sell it like right afterwards. It's like I find a price that's I think is below what it's going to be for down the road kind of thing, like a year from now or 6 months from now or something like that. But so that was our New York Comic-Con. We do have a little bit here. I'm going to make this a little bigger so we can all see it. So this is a Droppp Arcade finished. Final Droppp Arcade happened on Monday. Did you even try, Vince?
Well, Josh, Monday, let's see, it ended at 2 p.m. Eastern, I think, or was it 5 p.m. Eastern? 5 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. So I started burning some of my things at like, I don't know, I think it was 4:58. I unfortunately only made it to like maybe 1,400 overall.
Yeah.
Because I think I burned 320 points. I wanted to play. Honestly, yeah, I'll be honest. Even though most likely it's going away and all this stuff, like there's a part of me that still didn't want to. Like I know some people just literally burned everything that they had because they just looked at it as their last shot. I don't know, for whatever reason I didn't want to do that. I don't know why I didn't want to do that, because maybe it's kind of pointless or useless or valueless. I don't know what any of those things are. I still enjoy the NFTs, and I'm hoping on hopes that it doesn't go away. Probably and most likely will, and it very much sounds like that's going to be the case. I'm really hoping that, like John was saying last week, that we're getting a pause. I think that's not maybe naive on my part, but it's a real bummer. I can remember the very first release with the turtles. I was so bummed out that I missed out on that. I think the second release back then was wasn't it Halloween? Wasn't it Halloween?
So second release was with which one?
Like back in the day, I'm talking like the first release was Turtles. The second release Halloween.
Was it?
Oh no, you're right.
Or Bob's.
We might have got Bob's. Yeah,
Big Boy.
It might have been Big Boy second, Iron Maiden, and then Halloween. If again, I don't know if my memory serves me, but long story short, I remember the Halloween drop because that was the next one that other than the Turtles, I tried to get in, and I unfortunately failed. Like many people failed that weekend. But I remember getting heavy into the Halloween one. It was such a fun time because packs were still kind of hard to get. And I remember I was able to get, I don't remember what I had, maybe 6, 8 packs, something like that. But it was so fun to go after that when it was really exciting. And then over the last year or two, like maybe some of the popularity fell off because the packs were easier to get. But with that being said, man, me and Bree loved ripping packs. And I know, Josh, you love ripping packs.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that part. And it really was a fun part of, the collecting part. And really what I've added the most over the last couple of years has been the NFT pops. I mean, I've added more NFT pops to our collection than probably anything, quite honestly. So it's really a bummer to see it go.
It is, and it's sad because you look back some of these, like the turtle was definitely a crazy one because it was a different. It was on the token wave, like it hadn't become Droppp yet, so it was very different. You had all the way. I don't think I got any Bob Ross at that time.
No, I didn't either.
I remember getting some Halloween. I remember getting Iron Maiden, definitely. And I remember also buying some of the stuff like on the Wax blockchain because this was before the marketplace. And I mean, if you look at these drops, it's just crazy to kind of look back, like how many great drops there were.
God, some of them were the Looney Tunes ones were so fun.
I mean, if you like, even some of these like the Nickelodeon ones, I remember I didn't get any of those packs. I couldn't get any of them. So I think I've now went back and bought some of the ones that I wanted. I remember a couple of these. Some I didn't go after, like My Little Pony. This Halloween series was a fire series too.
Yep.
I've recently picked up a couple from this series because this was probably the hardest one. This Halloween series too. Get some of these from.
That horror drop that was after that, there was some super
Yeah.
you know, and actually I get asked all the time for like Father Karras, and I think that was out of that one. But I get asked all the time whenever we go on Whatnot, do you have any of you know, and it's typically a lot of times that some of those NFTs from that set and a couple of the other sets.
Yeah, the It ones were really good, and of course, you know, the crazy prices of Back to the Future. I wish I grabbed more of those. Like, I think at that time I wasn't like buying heavy into some of these.
No.
You know, even Stranger Things, I remember got a couple. I never got the Grail. I think you got the Grail out of this
I
one.
did. I got one pack out of Stranger Things, and I got the Grail.
So we got our first drop exclusives when we had Mickey and Friends. We got Mickey and Friends there. We had, you know, some of the other ones. Squid Games did terrible, but look at that Grail now.
Yeah.
Like how crazy a price that is. Harry Potter was so huge. The packs were too big, that's all, but the pops were crazy sellouts. And you got so many good drops, like so much. We started getting the Mythic, our first Mythic pack. We started getting our Ultras with Scooby-Doo and all these kind of things.
Both Scooby-Doo drops were amazing.
Yeah, so
God, what a bummer.
It's like looking back,
you know.
Looking back, it's just it's kind of sad. Like I really enjoyed.
Yeah,
I think the packs and going through these and just enjoyed this. We're not going to get our last one. I love the green monster. Actually, probably almost the best.
Yeah,
out of the drop monsters, and we're not going to get the green monster. I did get multiple of the blue one there. I did because I was like, I have points. Like I want to get something with these. So I kind of split up to see how the drop was going. It went a lot higher than I thought. I thought maybe 180, 200, and it went above that. So I'm glad I had stuff I could burn pretty easy when I needed it, but crazy.
I mean, the whole thing, honestly, you know, and I said that a couple weeks back, like the stuff that was fun with Funko, like the sodas were super fun. This has gone away. It's just, it's a shame. I love that we're getting like limited piece stuff now. Like there's that aspect that I wish they would have been doing long ago. But like to see this go and to see the sodas go, it sucks. I mean, excuse my French, guys, but it sucks because it really was a fun part of you know, and not for everybody. It's not for everybody, you know, and I understand that. Like it's not I don't think the NFTs are for everybody. Ripping packs and taking that big gamble, not for everybody, but it was amazing pops. Like we got amazing like just in general, like not all of them, but in general, like we got stuff that I'm grateful that we got it for when we had it.
Yeah, I think we got some amazing molds that we would never have got out of the regular lines. I think
look at how good Adventure
just because of how this was done and the money they made off of the drops, because it made it worth it, especially before they came up with a tier system. This was like they couldn't just sell these things at $15 when they're trying to keep them limited and things like that. So I think tier system really has killed this, which is sad to see. And people are willing, as they found out, people are willing to buy. Like whatever price point you put, they're still going to sell, kind of thing. At this time. So with these, we have 2 more drops from 2024 that we haven't got yet. We haven't seen the Batman 85th Series 2 yet. So that has like all the villains. Those will be interesting looking, I think, with the backgrounds and how they're done. The Festival of Fun, of course, so that's with a Mythic, the giant proto, and then you get some of the other things. So we still haven't seen those yet. I think they should be coming the next. Well, Batman was delayed because of the recycle stamp on the box thing. Festival of Fun, I haven't heard anything about, but I would presume they'd be coming soon because we got Adventure Time here, and Adventure Time had our first new actual count stickers on them too, and I'm so sad.
Soon as things start to get good, you know what I mean?
The stickers also, I don't know if everyone can see them, but they also say, like, it says legendary, it'll say drop, like it'll say the year, and then it'll say like series, the like number from that year, like first one of that year, the first drop of that year. So
they got it all right, and now it goes away. Fantastic.
Yeah. So I'm sad I didn't get BMO out of this. I've seen BMO, a couple people post their BMOs. They've gotten the glow and everything like that. We finally got our Stranger Things and our Funkoween, other than Erica from Stranger Things. And then we'll start getting some of the other ones, I think, pretty soon here.
Yeah.
I think the Dark Valentine Freddy will come pretty quick because there's not that many of them. Toy Story will be next, and Avatar will be down the road here in probably Q4. I'm guessing the rest of these will be probably Q4, and then we'll start getting Q1 with Funimation will be closing out early October, Marvel, Thundercats, and then our final one will be the Disney villain.
Yeah,
right now.
Bummer, man.
I went after some more Disney villain packs. I sold some stuff. I've kind of went back and forth. I sold like an Ultron Grail, bought some more packs to have some fun, see what I can open, get some more Grails and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll miss them.
Yeah,
Bummer for sure.
We definitely will.
Yeah, I see several people in here will miss them. Even if you didn't do every drop, if you did just one or two drops here and there, I think a lot of people just enjoyed the couple drops they did as well too. All right, so we have our, speaking of limited edition, tomorrow I know Vince will be going after this one. Right.
If anybody gets an extra one, hit me up, because I know I'm going to strike out again. I've got a reminder on my phone to like get on there early. It's just I'm not feeling confident with this one.
Well, I think the problem will be if they screw this up like last week.
I know.
And also don't do the points again. Hopefully someone got yelled at from last week. I was able to get last week because I was like, oh, it just says add to cart.
I know, like, that's I like paused. Right. I froze because I'm like, wait a minute, did I screw something up here? Why is it not taking my points? I thought I wasn't logged in.
Yeah.
Or something. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. Very cool mold. Like seeing we're getting this one, and then we do have 3 others already in the lineup. So they announced an additional one for October already. So I don't know if they're kind of going like a month out and starting to announce.
What's the one on the right?
So it is from Tron, I believe.
Oh my god.
Like the newer Tron. Hey, it's a limited edition.
Yeah.
And this is a good way to try stuff like that too,
Let's put the most boring pop possible and put an LE on it, like from the worst movie ever. Sorry, I didn't love Tron.
Well, isn't there a new Tron coming out?
There's a new Tron coming out. Listen, the first one was kind of weak.
Character probably from the new Tron then.
The second Tron wasn't that good. Now they're doing a third Tron in this figure. Listen, she might be a fantastic character. I don't even know, but like that's what we're getting for like. I want like some good detailed, like fun, like Billy. I can even get behind because we only got the OG Billy, right?
OG and the one on the cycle, like the cycle and that. But
and we're probably gonna get 6 other ones after we get this limited one, but
probably
and this probably should be bloody or something special.
It's like it looks like the weird TV. It's supposed to mimic
like the crackly.
You're like, I guess the box you can really tell kind of when I've seen the box on it.
Josh, listen, I said this when this whole thing came out with the NFTs going away. It was the very first thing I said in our video. What I worry about is that they start to do what I'm seeing on the right, and I'm not like starting to scream and yell and like get crazy over here, but it's just a very basic, kind of boring, not fantastic. I think we can all agree with that. I'm not trying to be negative or anything like that. It's just a very basic pop. I hope we don't like, where are we going to get these amazing molds that we just opened our Halloween stuff last week, our Halloween NFTs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like next level with the molds. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to see those get
This.
replaced with this, and we
Yeah.
don't see any of that. Like, where do we see this really creative, like great stuff now that they're limited piece available to everybody? Is this what we're going to be okay with? And again, I'm just throwing statements out there.
No.
I'm not saying this is what they're going to do, and shame on Funko or anything like that, because I understand it's a good timing. The movie's coming out. It makes sense why they're doing it. I totally get it. But like, I don't want to see that that's what we have to just be okay with. No more good molds. So I'm a little bit concerned that we're going to lose a little bit of that with the NFTs going away.
Yeah. So this is
I hope that's not the case.
this is Tron Ares. Yeah, the Disney one, 3,500 piece. It glows in the dark, so the suit glows. The little lines on the suit.
Yeah,
I'm sure. So 3,500 piece. I think it might be a bit much for this one. I could see it being 1,200 and doing well. 3,500. It'll be interesting. And I know you're not the biggest fan of like just people pops too. Like,
I'm not. I'm very biased. I'm very biased.
Like, if you just saw this, you didn't know what it was, right? Like, you just see the person, and you'd be like, "Who is that?"
No, 0%. And yeah, 0.0%. And that's kind of what I'm saying.
Like Billy, you know who it is. Billy's like,
and again, it's a horror pop. Horror collectors are a different animal.
Oh, a limited horror pop.
A limited horror pop is going to be insane, regardless of what they do with it. They could have just put Billy, doing anything. Quite honestly, whatever. I don't know.
I think the Tron one will be open 2 per person.
Yeah,
no point. Go for it. Like,
and I mean, 3,500 piece. Like, are you paying $25 for that? Not me. I mean,
no,
I don't care if it's got a limited piece or not. Like, you got to be a huge fan of that movie, I think. So,
and it doesn't even look good as some of the older Tron. Like, some of the older Tron pops look better. Like the glow, like one from Walmart that they have. Like,
Jess, am I dreaming? Did they do an NFT Tron? Why am I picturing a limited piece Tron that they
did they did a Walmart one. They might have done a con one. Maybe
it's a con one. Yeah, maybe it's a con, because I remember in the suit something. Yeah, maybe it wasn't NFT. Wow.
They did have the little oops, and then they released it again on Saturday and said, "Oh, well, we don't actually have any of those available for some reason. We released it and you use your points. Sorry, you get your points back, and here's 20% off coupon." I mean, at least they acknowledge it and send something.
I think, I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to sometimes they're going to screw up.
They acknowledge this more than what they have so far with Droppp. So, like, we haven't got any clarity on that. So,
Jeremy and Hunter, yes. You know what? That's what I'm thinking. Freddy is Tron. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh, the Freddy Funko.
I think it glows in the dark, or if there was a glow in the dark. I remember the light blue.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Freddy. That's what I'm thinking of right now.
So here's the Sonic I will go after, the Metal Sonic 3.0. It looks amazing.
That one looks cool.
Somehow it already dropped in Canada, by the way, at EB Games or something like that. I think
I saw that.
One of those. And then of course we have our unknown about our. I don't need this. I don't need this General Grievous though. Like, I'm not buying it from an event. If I get it from something else in a mystery box or something like that, I'll keep it. But I'm not buying it from an event. And I just like. I don't know what's going on with it. They're like, "Oh, we got something special."
Well, I'm sure they're trying to figure out a way to like save some face. They know what happened with that last one, so they're trying to figure out.
Yeah, but that's a lot to sell still, though. 9,500.
Yeah,
like even if they don't have all 9,500, they might have 6,500 because maybe 3,000 went overseas. Like something like that. But
the only thing that bums me out, listen, I'm right there with you. I won't buy this from. I'm not going to buy it from event because I don't like the business practices. So, you know, with that being said, like this would replace all my Grievuses because I think this is the best one out of all of them mold wise.
Yeah.
I think it just is the best mold if I'm being honest. But with that being said, like, yeah, I'm gonna end up having to get it the same way. I'll have to get it on the secondary market. And you know what? Are you gonna be able to get it for retail anyway? I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping they're figuring out a way to actually do this for
I
people
hope
in the
they just
masses,
drop
but
it, release it somehow. People just can buy it. So, I mean, it's 9,500 pieces. Like Funko Shop can do that. you really need to do something like that for a 9,500 piece.
yeah.
So who knows? I won't talk much about them because we don't need to.
No.
Some great molds here. Here's some great molds. Some new Godzillas. The sleeping Godzillas are so cute. I have to say, like if you haven't
Man,
seen
who
these,
knew they've got a lot of Godzillas, huh?
they have. So definitely Godzilla craze. The one is a 9,500 piece Amazon one, and it's been in stock. I grabbed 2 of them to get delivered. I think next week or something like that. It comes soon. But they've been in stock. So if you haven't grabbed that Godzilla, it's 9,500 pieces. They also have the Sleeping Godzilla line. I love the little Sleeping Godzilla pocket pop, though, the little one on the side. Yeah. And then you got the other ones that are, they're just cute and fun. I think they did a good job with these. You're talking about molds. Like these are creative, fun molds. That they're doing. They could have done a whole NFT Godzilla line. You know how crazy that would have went? And you could have got a whole new market of people into NFTs if they did that. Right here, these could have been the makeup of it and probably would have been awesome. Yeah. We just were talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. Here's a bunch more that are dropping, actually. So they are not slowing down on Five Nights at Freddy's. We talked about the one releasing. We got more molds releasing here. This is for the next movie, right? Like Help Wanted 2 or something like that.
Me and Bree watched the I think it was the first one. I think it was the only one that's out there. It was pretty good. Like it wasn't, you know, it's not gonna win a like Academy Awards, but it was fun.
It just has this like cult following of kids that are growing up with this.
Yeah.
I think some of the older ones are going to be really crazy later on. Like I think people really will go after some of the older ones. So, and then we have some new Superman ones. A blue box, kind of interesting, like blue box. I don't know, like just different style.
Yeah,
Adventures of Superman, the old, like they're kind of different. I like the Superman, the zombie looking one. I forget what is that one called, but that one's kind of cool.
It's hard when you go like how many, like you got to.
I'm not a big Superman collector though. I will say that.
I'm
like,
definitely not. Yeah, I'm definitely not. And you know, it gets hard. Like Superman, you know, I think this is, you know, to do something a little bit more unique like these are. Like I give them props for at least doing that. I mean,
yeah,
I don't collect any Superman. I'm kind of glad because that's a whole other thing, I think. But I think they look good. It looks like they pulled some of this stuff straight from the comic book, unique boxes. I mean, they're great for what they are.
Are these Glam Shop boxes? Because why do they have 000 on them though? Like that makes no sense. And I have to go over here to maybe Entertainment Earth. I think see Distractors had a link. Does the boxes actually say that on there? The actual boxes? Yeah. They almost look like they're AI generated boxes. They're like our great AI generated PopFourceOne promo from earlier. Feel like they're like, we need a Funko box for these. Let's AI generate one. Let's go. Here's what the mold's going to look like. All right,
maybe
we can get it. I will say though, the Iron Man, you know, people can be like,
I feel like we had this one already.
But this one actually is because it's glow, probably, right? But does it have more with the? I don't remember this mold.
Maybe not. I mean,
I don't remember this exact mold. I mean, you know what? Like Iron Man has a million suits out there. They can make a lot of Iron Man pops. I can tell you that.
They can. Like, they have.
They have, and I don't mind this one. If I get it for like retail, then that's cool. You know?
Yeah. I mean, personally,
get it
I'd
on
like
sale
to see
with
some
my
of
hot
these.
cash or something, you know, or whatever. Or I don't know who. I don't know who it's shared with. If it's shared with a company, let's see.
I think Iron Man. Listen. He's got like 100 different suits, and they've done a good amount. They've actually done a good amount. I'd rather see them go back and pull a couple more of those out. Because I think
He's
from
a Funko
the
Shop
Infinity Wars,
exclusive.
we've got a lot.
He's a Funko Shop exclusive, actually, too. I didn't know that. A Funko exclusive, but it's on the Funko Shop. But it has to be shared with someone else because Funko didn't promote this as a Funko like shop drop one, so it has to be shared with someone else too. I'm thinking it might be a Funko exclusive, but now they don't put the store on there. It had to drop because they didn't do any promotion around it on their site to drop it. So we'll probably see it at GameStop or something else too. Yeah, it's a Funko. I don't think it's a Funko Shop exclusive though. I think it's a Funko exclusive, and that's two different things. And now we can't tell because they don't have a sticker that says that.
Yeah,
so it could be anyone and everyone. And then I think this is our last thing. This is for all our Funko Europe friends. Funko Europe is having fan reward points finally.
Oh, good for them.
So Funko, it's interesting because the link actually to go there now is like funko.com/GB for Great Britain, or depending on where you pick, you can go to like the regular Funkos. I wonder if they're integrating the sites better so they don't have to manage different sites a little more or something like that. But it looks like they're going to drop these two in Funko Europe for them and have fan reward points too. So
maybe we're getting all the drops over there.
Maybe they'll start getting all the, like, that's how they'll do their limited edition ones as well too, over there with fan reward points and get people to buy stuff through them. So it will be interesting to see how that plays out. But yeah, that I told you there's quite a bit of drop, and we didn't even go into everything. I know someone mentioned something about there were some My Hero ones, some of the other ones that they had too as well. So we had My Hero. I think we had some Borderlands pops, some other things I just didn't bring up because I don't think it wasn't our thing, and it's big. And I feel
like, oh, that's cool because we don't know anything about it. And
well, also I feel like My Hero, I like My Hero, but they've dropped so much on My Hero.
My Hero was, from what I remember, the first, like, well, I mean, other than like Dragon Ball. I think Dragon Ball was the first that they went like crazy with. My Hero, I remember them only having a couple for a long time, and then it like went insane, and then they started doing that with Naruto and like all the other ones.
And they made a lot of, like, they make a lot of the same characters over and over, just a little bit of different mold. There's a couple new ones that are kind of cool in there that are unique molds for this line, so I think some people will be happy about them. But nothing, like, I just think, man, there's been so many My Hero, like, they drop 6 to 8 at a time too. It's not like, oh, we'll drop. One of the other ones, they did drop the partridge on a Perry tree, partridge on a pop. So if you like Phineas and Ferb, that was on the Funko Shop this week as well too. And some of the other Tron ones showed up, I think, too. Like you showed some of the other Tron that you're super excited about buying.
I can't wait.
Yeah. So that is like everything in a nutshell.
Man, what a week. And Vel, I feel your like, what's up with that? You're right. Like, Europe's going to get the rewards, but we're not going to Canada. I mean, I know we just started shipping to Canada like a year ago, but I mean, let's make this happen. They got to have the family.
I mean,
they not get
the problem is they need a Funko Canada, maybe they need a separate thing, Funko Canada. I don't know.
Mean, they should. I mean, it would make sense for them to have that.
Or like Funko North America, and then it would be Canada, Mexico, US, something like that.
There we go.
That would be nice. You never know. Who knows? They might throw something out there. But definitely, man, a lot going on.
A lot of stuff.
A lot of different things. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of stuff. New York Comic Con. I hope we get some more, a couple other things. I don't know. I really hope we're going to see some other things. Of course, there's plenty of other vendors too. Sadly, I know people mentioned Thrilljoy. It's Thrilljoy. They're dropping stuff this week, I believe. But are they actually going to ship out? Because I know they had all these issues with New York Comic Con, like not being able to do that stuff. So I thought that affected a lot of this stuff, but maybe it didn't. I'm personally going to wait for it to come to Hot Topic. That's me.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of that, because it seems a lot of the stuff are Hot Topic. You can get a pretty good deal for it. So if they let you use hot cash for my rewards or free shipping, all those kind of things, I'd rather just do it through Hot Topic, truthfully. But we'll see. You never know. I definitely will check out some stuff like the turtle ones if they're dropping the Raphael. Couple of the other ones. I've seen a bunch of horror ones, Conjuring and Nun and stuff like that too. Yeah, all right. I think the turtle one I'll grab, but anything else I haven't been like, this is a must-have. Sadly, they're not doing. I think it'll hurt them a lot not doing New York Comic Con. Really.
Yeah, they got a lot of hype coming out of it.
It keeps their hype like going. Like if they kept doing the con. So I don't know what Rocky Moto's doing. I haven't heard much from them. I know Figpin's dropping stuff. We get, there's plenty of people that are going to be at New York Comic Con. So definitely some good ones to check out. And yeah, Ace, if they drop tomorrow, it's hot cash still applies. So I got mine ready.
Yep, check it out. Check it.
They drop. So hopefully they do get some chases, and maybe they won't come in a bag as well, Ace, like my last Thrilljoy came in a bag with no sorter.
We've seen that happen many a times with Funko in the past. So
yeah.
Now
I thought they learned when they were sending sorters, but it wasn't Hot Topic. It was Box Lunch, actually. So I know they're the same kind of company, really. Sometimes they ship.
They ship different though. I've had stuff come in one way and come in a different way from one of the other ones.
I think sometimes also they ship directly from a store. So sometimes
you are 100% right.
Stuff,
yeah,
and throw in whatever. They don't care. Like it's not from the warehouse. It's just from a store.
I feel like when they came from the store, it's usually in the sorter in the bags. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and I do feel like that happened numerous times for sure.
Yeah. So I appreciate everyone hanging out tonight and everything. I know. What do you got? You got anything coming up you want to talk about? Or?
Josh, you know what? I believe actually we'll have we'll be back on Whatnot on Tuesday if you guys want to hang out for a little bit. I think we're doing like an every week, like a bi-weekly thing right now.
Yeah.
I think it just works out better. We don't open enough really to the point where to have some fresh stuff every week. So we're going to go to bi-weekly, I think. So we will be on Whatnot on Tuesday. We actually didn't put a video out today because of this week was ridiculous. But we should have a video. If we don't have one this weekend, because I think we're going to try to drop one this weekend. But if we don't, we'll have videos Tuesday and Thursday next week. And thanks for hanging out, everybody. Have a great weekend.
We'll be doing our Whatnot next week as well, too. We have a TV movie theme. So we're going to have a bunch of TV movie pops.
Like that.
Also, if anyone's looking for the NFTs from Stranger Things or Funkoween, let me know. I hit up some of our channel members and stuff like that. Had a couple on our Whatnot, but I still have a couple left that if you're looking for some of them, I might have some of them. And then we have some videos I need to get out. I haven't this week, like you said, been crazy. So we haven't been able to do as much as well, too. I will say I met Mason from Gemini Collectibles. He was down here with his wife on vacation at Universal and stuff, and then I met them out to eat. So it was really great just to meet them out to eat and thank them for all their support with the charity auction and everything like that. Very cool. appreciate all those kind of things, and kind of cool to meet someone in person that really supported us this past just couple months. So definitely some cool stuff. And then we'll be back at it with more mystery boxes and other good stuff. Maybe some Thrilljoy if we get some new ones coming out too as well too. So appreciate everyone hanging out with us. And then have a great night. Have a safe, fun weekend. Hopefully you find something good that you want, and go grab an extra NFT pack and try to open it. And
just for good time's sakes,
to end it all on a good note, hopefully. So thanks everyone. Have a great one, and we'll see you next time.
Night, y'all.